TitleMatchNetwork.com.
But nothing against Vince McMahon. You'll hear some good things about Vince from me tonight, and you'll hear some bad things about me because a lot of people like to call him a genius. I wouldn't call him a genius. I call him a dear friend. He saved my life many times. And if I needed something right now, I could pick up this phone right now and call him, and he'd answer. But he hits a lot of home runs. He hits a lot of foul balls too. And I watched SmackDown tonight, and I saw foul balls go right over my head over into the bleachers. That's the nature of the beast.
I'll ask you about that later. Definitely.
We talked earlier, you said about Vince, home runs, foul balls. Obviously, Undertaker, a home run. What are some of the foul balls, would you say?
Katie fucking Vick.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that dead bitch. I swear to God, that was one of the worst things that I've ever seen. And probably still is in the business. When I saw that segment of that Katie Vick shit, and y'all know what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm still not over that. And I don't even know who wrote that shit, but it belongs in the fucking sewer,
Yeah.
That was pure trash. And when we see trash, like I said, I don't watch the product all the time, and I'm not here to criticize or critique or anything. That to each his own. Like I said, it's 2006. We have a different type of fan these days, a different type of mindset. We've got teenage boys out there that like to see the divas that they have today. I'm not. It's not sour grapes because they're not using managers like they used to. Not because I'm a manager. But I don't give a shit about watching the bitches on there. It don't do nothing for me. What the hell? But a lot of those teenage boys, they're gonna go to bed and think about them that night. I think we're on the same page there.
Right.
But to each his own, and that's entertainment, and things have changed, and that's not my particular cup of tea. But there's some things that I still enjoy watching. Just for example, recently the Eddie Guerrero mentioned. The other day about Eddie Guerrero being in hell. That's totally unacceptable to me. But I watched SmackDown tonight, and they say that they're having a pay-per-view this weekend, No Way Out or something like that. And I understand Eddie's widow is going to be there. I don't know. And then a month or so ago, they did a deal with Michael Hayes and Edge. If y'all remember that,
yeah.
Where he mentioned Terry Gordy, and Michael got in there and cut off. Fantastic promo on Edge, if you remember that about Terry being. Edge said something about, well, where's Terry now? He's dead. I mean, that just drove a nail through my heart. I was immediately. Michael wasn't even out of the ring yet, and I was on his voicemail with his phone, and he'd called me back and told me that Terry's son, Ray. Terry's got a son, Ray Gordy,
right? Yeah.
Who wrestles and is trying to make his own name. Ray was there that night, and they had talked to Ray about it, and he said it was okay before they'd done it.
Huh.
And I told Michael, I said, well, I guess if it was okay with you and it's okay with Ray, it was okay. But there's just things that, whatever.
How did Vince change over time? Since when you first got there to near the end? Because, the company really went through huge changes with the federal investigation and then the ratings with NWO and WCW, and then he kicked their ass and, pretty much was on top again.
From my point of view, I sit in a different chair than a lot of people in that company, like I said, because of my being so spoiled with Undertaker. Towards me, he never changed. I never saw really a personal change. I know when we were there during the steroid trial and all that, I know it was taking a heavy toll on him, mentally and everything. But as far as an obvious, just a change in Vince, I never saw that personally. He's always and still has been a first class guy with me, and has come to my rescue many times through the years. And this is Vince.
Switch tapes.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on Triple H and how he rose to power?
Once again, I hate to sound like a broken record. I've never had a problem with Hunter. None whatsoever. He's always been very respectful to me, and because I'd been in the business a long time. When he started, he was always, treated me right, respectful to me, and
pretty much stood on the game.
Yeah, and I mean, what do you expect? He's married to the boss's daughter,
right?
And what can I say? I mean, take it as it is. And as far as Stephanie goes, when I started to work for the company, Stephanie was like, oh my God, 14, 15 years old. So I've known her since then. And I think she's a sweetheart. And when she sees me, it's,
Right.
and the same with Shane. Shane was just like a freshman in college when I was first started. And he used to have fun running with the Taker. Stanford didn't have a lot of bars, so we slide down New York way. No, never mind. I guess I'm never coming back, am I?
How did you handle the transition from a territorial manager to a now worldwide superstar?
What a question! It just happened. I'm just a country boy from Alabama, and I still am. I've been fortunate enough, and here I go again, blessed to travel the world over and over again and appear in front of 85,000 people in Wembley Stadium in London, England, and India, and Singapore, and all over the world. And the bottom line is, I'm still a country boy from Mobile, Alabama. I just, thank God, I've never got the big head or I've never considered myself to be a worldwide star or anything. That's just not me, I go to Walmart, I go to the grocery store, and I don't think nothing of it, I'll be buying shit. Paul Bearer, what you doing in here? And that's when then I'll go, I'm buying groceries just like you, shit. So that's when I was really big, Can't you see I have to eat? But, I'm just Bill Moody from Mobile, Alabama, and it's just I've been blessed to live my dream since I was a little kid. And a lot of guys have worked their asses off welding or building houses. Nothing against that. There's nothing against having a hard, sweaty job, and making a real living. But to live in the fantasy world of professional wrestling for over 30 years and do what and be blessed and the accomplishments that I've had, I'll never forget it. I'll take those memories to the grave, and I'm proud of it. I'm very proud of what I've done.
Who do you think's responsible for that? I mean, Rick Rude, obviously, that initial phone call, but when Vince McMahon hired you, did he hire you just as a manager, or did he go, this could be a person for the office,
a manager for the
That's
Undertaker? Yeah, because back then, he was using a lot of the big boss man was a jail guard.
Right.
He liked to use the real deals there, and I was a mortician, so he took and I'm still a mortician. I still maintain my licenses to this very day.
When you got comfortable there, did you think I should approach the office by saying, "Can I be a part of the office?"
No, I had it made, man. I had it fucking made. I was the Undertaker's manager. I had it made. I didn't have to do shit. Except walking. Oh, yes, That's all I had to do. I had the best seat in the house with Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair, and I had it fucking made. Why did I?
TitleMatchNetwork.com